I know this video is going to face a lot of backlash because I know Ezra Miller has a huge fan base. And I've gone on here on my YouTube channel multiple times to talk about how much I actually love Ezra Miller's Flash. I love I love him in the Snyder Cut, and I thought he was the best character in Justice League 2017. Even though I didn't like that movie, I did enjoy seeing the Flash in that. I'm going to say something controversial, and I don't care because I see no one talking about this, but I'm going to bring it up because I'm so frustrated and sick of it, and I feel like it needs to be brought up. It just needs to. And look, I say this as a Ezra Miller fan. I like him in Fantastic Beasts too. And look, I cannot wait for this new Flash movie, but something needs to be addressed, and I'm going to be putting it out there. But anyways, guys, before I get into that, welcome to the Multiverse of Movies. My name is Isaac, and this, again, is the Multiverse of Movies, a channel for all my fellow movie fans, my fellow movie geeks, to geek out about the wonderful world of movies. But anyways, guys, if you're brand new to the channel, again, make sure you smash the like button, hit that subscribe button, and turn on notification bells. That way you can be notified for future content here on the channel. And comment down below after the video. When the video's done, let me know what are your thoughts, what are your reactions, whatever it is. Drop them down in the comment section down below after the video. But anyways, I'm going to bring up something that needs to be addressed. So last year, there was a video of Ezra Miller choking a female and slamming her to the ground. And this caused controversy at the time. And you know, when I first saw it, I'm like, that's fake, because when you hear their voices, it kind of sounds like they're laughing and giggling. And the way first of all, Ezra looks like a twig. Like, it's not saying I'm body shaming. I mean, I'm a tubby boy, so obviously I'm like the least person who should body shame. I'm not body shaming, but let's be real. Ezra Miller is built like a twig. So it is hard to believe that he actually physically grabbed the female and slammed her to the ground. And, you know, not only that, but the video is pretty short. It's filmed in a quick way. And so when I first saw the clip, and for those who don't know, go ahead and find it on YouTube. It's quite easy to find. At the time, it did cause controversy, but most people believed it was fake. And me personally, I believed it was fake. Until the next day, reliable source Variety confirmed that people around there found out that this was a true situation. Something like Ezra genuinely did physically assault a woman. And this pissed me off at the time. This genuinely angered me at the time. Because I don't care what anyone says. Call me old-fashioned, call me this, call me that. When a man hurts a woman, that's where once you put your hands on a woman, at that point, I lose all respect I ever have or ever will have on that person. And I will see them as a dirty spit to society and a terrible, absolutely awful human being. And call me old-fashioned, I don't care. I don't believe a man should ever assault a woman. And the same thing with anyone, really. When it comes to a person and a person having conflict, the minute the minute you begin violence and you assault someone, especially someone weaker than you, that's the minute that I lose any respect. And I don't care what happens to you. I don't care if you end up in prison, if you end up something. At that moment, I just don't care. You literally lost the right of respect from me, at least. So when everything came out, I was so ashamed. And look, I didn't have a YouTube channel at the time, but I was so ashamed that I genuinely gave up on Ezra Miller. Because for months and months and months and years, I was defending Ezra. I said he was good in Justice League 2017. I want to see him in more. I think it was pretty good. I know there were some cringy jokes like brunch or the Sansky or whatever he said. But I was defending him. And at that moment, I gave up. I was like, nah, forget this guy. Forget this guy. This guy can go die in a hole and I wouldn't care. Because you assaulted a person. You assaulted them. And to me, that's just wrong. And it was confirmed to be real. And why do I bring this up today? This happened over a year ago. Why do I bring it up today? Exactly because of this. Because no one talks about it. No one talks about it. And I know everyone's going to be like, cancel culture this, cancel culture that. I don't care if anyone says it's cancel culture. The thing is, the undeniable fact is that this man put his hands on another human being and was willing to assault them. And that angers me. But what angers me even more is that neither Warner Bros., neither Ezra Miller, neither DC, no one has mentioned it whatsoever. No one has brought it up. No one has apologized. And no one has said anything. They just kind of were like, oh, let's hope no one remembers. And that's what's happening. And look, I'm fine if Ezra had come out and said, hey, look, guys, I apologize for what happened. I apologize to the woman. I apologize for what I did. I apologize for the situation. I talked to her, and, she was fine with everything, this, and that. I helped for her medical bill. If she ended up going to the hospital, I doubt it, but, we talked things out, and that's it. If Ezra or Warner Bros. Had come out and said any of that, I would have looked at the situation differently. But because they just stayed silent and threw it under the rug, I lose my respect. And while, yes, I'm still excited for Flash, it still angers me till this day that we never got an answer. Because Warner Bros. Could have came out and said, oh no, the video is fake. We were just goofing around. It was just fake. It was a script or something. Something along those lines. They could have easily said that. And it angers me so much to my core because I genuinely believe that there are so many actors and so many directors in Hollywood who have done less worse things than what Ezra has done, but still faced repercussions. James Gunn, for example, he made those tweets in 2012, 2010. And yes, those jokes that he did make were awful and not funny at all. He should have thought of that posting them before he tweeted them out. Like, that's undeniable. And if Disney wanted to keep him fired, then cool, go ahead. However, why does a man lose his job for a couple of tweets back in 2012, but a guy who physically assaulted another human being on video and confirmed to be true, nothing. Doesn't even have to address it. And look, I know some of you guys are going to be like, oh, it's just a year later. Doesn't matter. It still happened. I could punch a child right now on video. And 5 years later, that situation still happened. And again, if Ezra had addressed it, if Warner Bros. Had addressed it, I wouldn't be here complaining. Even at the time, I was complaining all over Instagram saying, Ezra Miller lost my respect. I do not want to see him as Flash. Unless he came out and apologized or said something in a genuine way. And I bring this up today because I'm so tired that everyone just forgot. Everyone just completely forgot. I think the only other person I see bring it up occasionally is probably John Campea. But even he doesn't really sound that angry about it anymore. And that kind of really angers me because it's like Amber Heard. Okay, let's be honest. Amber Heard did do something worse than Ezra. Let's be honest about that. Amber Heard actually physically and mentally abused another human being more than just a quick grabbing choke slam by Ezra Miller. I see people complaining about Amber Heard all the time, but why aren't we doing the same for Ezra? I see people boycott Aquaman 2, boycott this, boycott Aquaman, this, that. Murrow should be recasted. What about Ezra Miller's Flash? And at least I wish Ezra had just came out and said, hey, I apologize to the girl, this, and that. If he had said something like that, or maybe if it was fake, he could have came out and said, hey, the video's fake, don't believe it. Now, I'm pretty sure it's not a Ezra Miller situation on why, like, he hasn't apologized or anything. I'm pretty sure that's more his agents telling him, hey, don't do that because it might cause something worse. But Warner Bros. Themselves should have at least addressed it a little bit. They should have at least been like, hey, look, Ezra talked to us. He told us that he worked things out behind the scenes. Done and over with. But it still annoys me. And I'm sorry I made this entire video talking about it, but I feel like it needs to be addressed because I'm not gonna, like, it feels like he got away with assault. Like, I feel like he got now. Again, I don't know what's happening behind the scenes. For all I know, maybe Ezra is facing legal action from the girl, and I just don't know it because again, we don't know the entire lives of these actors. We don't know what they're doing off behind the scenes. We don't know. And look, again, this is coming from a Ezra Miller fan. I liked him in Fantastic Beast. I like him in Justice League 2017, and I really loved him in the Snyder Cut. My favorite comic book scene of all time has Ezra Miller's Flash going back in time to stop the Unity from happening in the Snyder Cut. I mean, that's my favorite comic book movie scene of all time. And I mean, he's in my favorite movie of all time, Zack Snyder's Justice League. You see me back there with a Justice League poster, which he's in it, obviously. But I don't know. It just really truly annoys me, knowing that he just got away with assault and that's it. That's it. That's all he did, and it's a little frustrating to see. And again, this is not me hoping for him to get fired. This is not me hoping for him to go to prison. It's just, to me, what I'm hoping for is Ezra or Warner Bros. Come out and address the situation. I know this situation has been overdue. It's been over a year. I'm pretty sure it was around the beginning of the pandemic last year, which was around March, I believe. I remember it was around spring break. But to me, as a hardcore Ezra Miller fan, okay, not hardcore, but softcore Ezra Miller fan, I've always wanted an answer. And it's annoying. And I know I sound entitled, but at the end of the day, we're dealing with another human being assaulting another human being. That's as serious as it gets. And it truly annoys me that we still don't have an answer. We still don't get any confirmation or anything told to us about what happened. I mean, it truly is annoying, and I don't get why no one else is, like, no one ever talks about it. When I see people talking about Ezra Miller, never bring it up. But again, at the same time, I understand why people won't bring it up because it's been swept under the rug. I just want, I don't make Amber Heard videos because other people with bigger channels are already talking about it, so I just let them do the rest. With Ezra Miller, though, I'm going to be the one who talks about it because no one else has. No one else has. And then maybe I'll do a part 2 video about this, but it's so annoying and so frustrating that no one wants to accept what happened. It's like everyone just was like, hey, I still want to see that Flash movie, so we're just going to throw away everything on the rug. Yeah. I'm a Flash fan. I'm a fan of Ezra Miller. I hope that this Flash movie is really good. I can't wait to see him team up with Michael Keane, Sasha Calle, whatever other characters are in this movie. I cannot wait. But at the end of the day, I would rather get an answer to this whole assault thing. Because I don't care if people are going to be like, oh, it's just a quick slam and grab. You never know. For that girl, that might have been very painful. I mean, getting choked and then thrown on the ground head first, it's very painful. Depending on who you are, obviously. Maybe some people, I don't know. And, Ezra, if Ezra happens to be watching this is no attack on you. Just come clean. Just tell us what happened. Whether it was fake or real, I don't care. I just want to see some answers about this situation. I just hate so much how it's just been swept under the rug. I just hate that. Because it's like, I guess we're just going to ignore assault now. I don't get it, but hey, it is what it is. And I hope this brings awareness to some people because I don't get many views, 20, 30 views. I hope at least one person sees this and thinks, oh yeah, that did happen. That's my reminder. Now maybe we'll do something. But I just want to hear an answer. That's it. I'm not saying fire Ezra Miller. I'm not saying cancel Flash. I'm just saying let's get an answer.